Hey, I'm Matt Blackburn, and you're watching Divine Superconductor TV. One of my friends asked me to make a video on my morning routine, just kind of my daily ritual. So just thought I would make a quick video showing the different steps that I go through in the morning. So first thing, I fill up my jugs with pristine hydro water. Just have it hooked up to the water line here, and yeah, it's just about finished. It takes about 8 minutes to fill these, so I just set a timer. And in the morning, I focus on water. So I drink a ton of water. Usually aim for about 64 ounces or so. So here I'm mixing in Electrolyte Balance. This is the best form of magnesium because the body recognizes it. It's what we naturally consumed before the world was polluted with acid rain. So it's the bicarbonate form of magnesium, and it's a liquid form. That calm one is kind of like rocks. Other magnesiums, there's magnesium chloride. This one's great. I've really felt the difference from it compared to transdermal magnesium and the other ones I've used for years. I'll drink this whole thing over the course of maybe a half hour. And then I'll sit and meditate in this pyramid for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. This is a Nubian style pyramid that's in the same dimensions as the Pyramid of Giza. And the way that pyramids work is through the length of these shafts, kind of like rabbit ears on a television set. They bring in different signals. So then I come outside after my meditation, and usually by this time it's about a half hour since I've been awake. I want to expose my solar panel and specifically my eye clock to the stimulus of the sun. I don't look at the sun, I don't sun gaze, but I look below it, and I aim for 1 to 5 minutes of doing this. And so the photons come, they hit my eye. On the back of our eye we have our retina, and in the retina it's called the retinal pigmented epithelium, and those cells are extremely receptive to light, to photons. Those cells are what send the signal down the optic nerve to our hypothalamus gland, and specifically the suprachiasmatic nucleus, the SCN. That's just simply the timekeeper. That's the master timekeeper of the body. And artificial light at night throws that clock off. If you were to wear blue blockers at night, then you're starting the melatonin cycle. If artificial alien light hits your eye at night, it's stopping the conversion or suppressing the conversion of serotonin to melatonin. To wear blue blockers, you start that cycle, melatonin cycle, I've heard should last around 11 hours, and then the next day you get really bright light first thing in the morning because you're telling your body it's time to wake up. And ideally you do that within the first half hour and in the morning between 6 and 10 a.m. So what sun in your eye does in the morning is that it releases a whole lot of brain chemicals that would not be released if you were indoors in darkness. And the difference between the light indoors and outdoors is a crazy factor. So it's usually measured in lux, L-U-X, and on a summer day, I believe the number is 10,000 lux, and indoors, even with bright lights, it only goes up to about 600 lux. So the brightness is a lot more, and not only that, you're getting quantum particles, so that's natural photons versus man-made photons, which is always a better option. So yeah, that was a mini lecture on light, but I'm really into it, and I think that managing your circadian rhythm is more important than diet and exercise. To kind of go with nature and have darkness at night and bright light during the day makes sense to me. Yeah, get your morning sun. This is for sure the most critical part of my morning. Even if it's cloudy out, I'll still come out and I'll still look towards the sun, because that's still magnitudes of brightness more than I would get indoors. So next in my routine is Chaga Mushroom Tea. And here it is. So the main ingredients in this are ghee, coconut oil, shilajit, vanilla stevia, astragalus root, and that's it. So I like to keep it really simple. If you're gonna make Chaga Mushroom Tea, the key ingredients for me would be shilajit, ghee, and then some kind of sweetener. And the only disclaimer I make to this is that afterwards it's good to either swish with alkaline water. In my case it's 10.5 pH, which is super alkaline, or to brush your teeth, because the shilajit can screw up the teeth if you kind of let it sit on there. This ends up being 64 ounces of Chaga Mushroom Tea, so I have a video on this if you want to check it out, called Super Chaga Mushroom Tea or something like that. So then I take a shower, and it's either 100% cold or warm and then cold at the end. And I definitely recommend a shower filter. That's more important than changing your diet, and it's super affordable to get one. So after I shower, usually I'll eat something, just a light snack. Today it's salmon. It's wild caught salmon. This will power me through the day. So I eat kind of depending on my work schedule. So I pretty much always skip breakfast or just do liquids, because I feel the best on that. And I think it's a smart idea to allow your body to stay in that healing process that it started at nighttime when you were fasting, while you were asleep, to continue that even for an extra 4 or 5 hours is huge. With the morning ritual, it kind of sets the tone for the day. So think about it like sitting at a stoplight. You don't pedal to the metal. Well, you can, but it's going to tax the engine. So you slowly press the accelerator. So I've experimented with getting out of bed and jumping right to emails and messaging back people. But just to even take 5-10 minutes, anything, just to kind of center yourself first thing in the morning, sets the tone for the entire day. So I take my morning rituals very seriously. For a while I was doing the infrared sauna or an enema. I'll still do some type of detox protocol here and there, but I slowed down how often I do them. For a while I was doing them every day, so it's a little excessive. So you definitely want to be balanced and experiment with just doing liquids in the morning. I highly recommend Chaga Mushroom Tea. If you throw ghee in there, you have some fats to fuel your brain, and you'll feel awesome. That's my morning ritual. And comment below if you have any suggestions or share the ritual that you do. Please subscribe and like this video, and look forward to more divine superconductor tips and protocols and ideas.